Year to everyone. I hope you guys had a blessed New Year, and I hope to see good stuff happening for you guys in the game in 2025. Okay, today's video is all about defending. Let's prepare for 2025. But before we get into that part, gameplay and everything, I'm going to show you guys and explain 10 important settings, and the 11th one is very, very crucial. Okay, first one, I want you guys to have it on directional. This year, advanced defending is also very, very important. Don't put it on tactical defending. Advanced defending is the way King Sunny also said in his latest settings video. I'll put down the link in the description of the video what he made. He said choose advanced defending. Okay, so here, pass block assistance, I want it on. Air balls and loose balls, it must be on this setting here, low. The rest settings, before we get into the rest of the settings, check out U7Buy. If you're looking for safe, reliable coins, head over to u7buy.com. Use my code college for a cheeky 5% discount. The link will be in the description. Okay guys, let's move on. This year, auto switching move assistance, keep it on low, okay? Here, right stick switching must be on classical. Everyone recommends classical. The pros are using it, so keep it on classical. Don't keep it on others. It doesn't work that well because of responsive time, etc. Okay, this here, right stick switching reference point, player relative. I spoke about it in my right stick switching video. I'll put the link in the description of the right stick switching video as well. Okay, here we want right stick switching sensitivity. Keep it on 4 or keep it on 2. Just test it out and play with it. But I recommend 4. Okay, this here is very, very important. I want you guys to keep it on closest to ball, okay? Closest to ball or maybe classical, because King Sunny also recommend this here, classical. But the other settings is not good. So I'll recommend best setting is closest to ball. Okay, this setting here, I recommend you guys must keep it off. Okay, now we're gonna go on the last setting. We're gonna go to visual. This here we're talking about. This here is for second man press. If you guys read along with me, it's written at teammate contain indicator. When defending, holding down R1 / I think so RB on Xbox, or pressing the R1 button will cause the teammate contain indicator to appear over the head of the player or the players coming to help you defend. Okay, this is very important. You see, I'll show you an example. It's for the second man press. This here, the second man press, I'll get more into detail about the video on it. Okay, now I'm going to show something else. The jockeying. You guys will see the different jockey techniques. I'm going to show when to use it and when not to use it. 4 different jockey techniques. Okay guys, here we're going to speak about the 4 jockey techniques, when to proceed them and when not to. This here is highly, highly important. Okay, before we get into this also, there's something I want to mention I forgot. Okay, defending starts the moment you lose the ball. Not only inside the box, the moment you lose the ball, it starts at your half. Okay, let's get straight into the jockey techniques. Okay, look at the first jockey technique we're going to explain is the accelerate and brake technique. The accelerate will be the R2 button, which is your run button. Just think of that as a gas pedal. Run button. Think of this as a car. Running. I'm running, then I'm stopping with L2. See. So when to do this, like let's say your opponent's gonna play the pass, you run. R2, then L2 you brake. R2 run button, if you want to get close to him. L2, then you brake. You guys see, it's not that difficult. So this is the accelerate and brake technique. So when to proceed is if your opponent's making a pass, or if he's wanting to make a pass, or else if you basically want to run closer to him like this, R2, then L2, brake button, then you mirror him after that. Okay, what we're going to speak about now, we're going to speak about the slow jockey, okay? And another important aspect of using all the jockey techniques, this is very important, okay? Pay close attention. Okay, slow jockey, when you use it on 1v1 situations, meaning when you are basically defending against one player, use a slow jockey, and it's L2. Have a look here again. I'm mirroring my opponent, L2, and if you look here, I'm mirroring my opponent, I'm going like this here, in circular motion. Look there. Look at my left stick. You guys see circular motion. I'm not going like this here. If I go like this here, left to right, look how my opponent's moving. Okay, so that's a slow jockey. Remember what I said, 1v1 situations you use it, and inside the box you don't want to use it basically like wait, what I meant, like now we're gonna speak about the fast jockey. Okay, the fast jockey, you mustn't use it inside the box. The fast jockey you use L2 and R2. Look how he moves. You mainly use this outside the box. Look how he's moving. It's called a fast jockey for a reason. You don't want to use it inside the box, because look here, if you use it inside the box, it's fast and you'll overcommit a lot. You only want to use a slow jockey inside the box, and the fast jockey you want to use it outside the box. Okay, so that's the third jockey technique. Now the last jockey technique, what I'm going to speak about, it's similar to the accelerate and brake technique. There's also two ways to use it. You hold down L2 and R2 and you murder your opponent like the fast jockey. Okay, look, you murder your opponent, then you let go of R2, then he slows down, and look what he does. So basically you want to murder your opponent, then when you see there's a chance to get a ball, then you use you let go of R2, then you only hold on L2. Look, see, and your player stops. Okay, another technique now to use this, you hold down L2 and you just like tap R2. So your player can move. Look, I'm tapping R2. So you see there's two ways to use it. Tapping R2 and look how he's moving. Okay, so that's it with the jockey techniques. Now check out a live gameplay examples of how I defend. Guys, let's go into the way I'm defending here in this game. Okay, this bubble there, that's called the eye tracker. That's to indicate where am I looking. Because why I put this here, and tell me guys, if you guys like me to always put this eye tracker in the videos, because it helps with you guys will see my thought process, where am I looking, etc. All of that there. Okay, look here. Here's the one goal I considered. Why I considered this goal? Just have a look here. I lost the ball with the wrong player. This is Mandy. You guys all know he's a LB. And also look, why am I taking a touch into this direction and my opponent's here? Instead, I should take a touch into the empty space. But I never. So don't make mistakes like this here. Remember something. If you lose the ball with your LB, with your CBs, or with your RBs, it's a bit of a problem, because then you're inviting the opponent to attack that space. Look, I lost the ball with that player. It cost me a goal here. Here in this instance, wow, what happened here? Okay, here I'm jockeying. I'm using the slow jockey. See, I never anticipate properly here. I should have quickly switched with this player. So you guys see, you guys need to switch in time, which is very important. And you guys need to read your opponent properly, which I never do. Instead, I should have switched with him and go in and be aggressive trying to get a ball. But instead, I never do that, and look what happened. I switched too late. It cost me a goal. Now let's look how am I basically defending. Have a look there. Applying pressure, using second man press, switching off. See, then switching to that guy. Have a look, looking around with eye tracker. Why am I looking around? I mean, with my eyes, where am I looking around? Why am I looking around the whole pitch? Because remember this here, you're playing against basically 10 players. If you always chase the ball, you're always gonna leave space open. Like let's say for example, okay, have a look here. Look, I'm going back. Because why? I want to cover that space. Let's say if I'm not being passive and I'm just being aggressive. You see I'm covering that space. Let's say Metwidi is no longer here, okay? Scratch him out. Let's say Metwidi is right here. Okay? He's right here. Now he's right here. What happens? Let me use a different color. Space is wide open up here. So that's when passive and aggressive defending comes in. Because I'm there. And there's no space here. My opponent's player can just do a skill and maybe send the player on a run, or else just do a left stick dribble, pass to him, and he has basically all the space here to play around with. So we don't want to give the opponent space. In defending, you always want to, when you're defending, you always want to give your opponent less space, and when you're attacking, it's a whole different story. Look, I'm trying to be passive and aggressive in defense. Okay, there I managed to anticipate the ball. Yeah, look with Mendy, same mistake. I spoke about that. So you guys don't want to do that. Look, I lost the ball with Mendy. If I never had to lose the ball with Mendy, it would have been a whole different story. Look, I lost the ball with Mendy and just look at the free space the opponent has. So you guys don't want to make silly mistakes like this. Learn from these mistakes. Now look. He managed to score there. Have a look. There, that other player there is basically running. This player here. And as you guys can see, there's no one marking him. Have a look. The goalkeeper is there. This player here is basically free. That's why I say there's 10 players on the pitch. You guys need to defend space and also cover runs, which is very important. No one's on him. And look, he managed to score there. So learn from these mistakes. Okay, here. See, I'm being passive and aggressive. Look, I'm running now back. Why am I running back? I'm basically running back to cover this runner here. You guys see. But he'll have a little bit space here, which is okay. He can use that space. And that this player here at the moment is the main threat. So you guys also need to see, calculate, and you guys need to see who's the main threat in the virtual pitch. Look, going back, switching back and forth. I managed to retrieve the ball. Okay, there again, same mistake. Look how much of times I'm making these mistakes. I lost the ball with my LB, which is Mendy. And that's why he has that ample amount of space to run into. Okay, another thing here, guys, I want to speak about, which I'm not basically using. I want you guys look here in kickoff. When the opponent, basically, okay, the opponent has a ball here. See, when the opponent, let's just fast forward here, rewind. Okay, have a look here. The opponent has the ball, okay, he's passing. There's the offside trap. You guys need to use it, say, when the opponent gives you his back, like maybe the opponent is facing this way. You need to activate the offside trap. What that will do, all your players will push up. But you need to time it. When your opponent gives you his back, that's when you activate the offside trap. And when your opponent's recycling the ball, that's when you activate the offside trap. This year will take time for you to master these things. But that's when you use it. It's all about timing and knowing when to use these things. At first, you won't get it right because you need to practice. Okay, look, I'm going back. There, I managed to get a ball. Now, again, did I use the offside trap? No, doesn't look like. Okay, look, I'm going back because why I see him, he's trying to come forward. Look, I'm running back. I'm not running after the ball. See, it's all about anticipation. Look, running diagonally. Running diagonally is also very important. Look, I'm covering the space here so he won't utilize the space. That's why I'm running diagonally. And also, if you look at my buttons also properly, I'm also using the accelerate and brake technique. Look, going back, I managed to get a ball over. Look, switching. Okay, have a look here. Why did I do this here? Okay, why did I switch to this player here? Okay, why did I switch here? The reason why I did it there to make my opponent, to tell him, hey, I'm present in the game. Because if he wants to pass to this player here, I already switched to him. So I cut out that option. It's all about cutting out options for your opponent. Don't just chase like a ball with a ball like a headless chicken. Like let's say if I had to chase after the ball here like a headless chicken. What am I doing? Let's block this player out. I'm giving another example because a lot of beginner players make this stupid mistake also, including myself when I first started playing. So look here, let's say cut this player out. Let's say he's not here. Let's say this player is right here. I run after him like a headless chicken. Okay? He's here. He's going after the ball. What's happening on this side? There's nobody to cover the space. And who's in danger? The goalkeeper. That's why I don't make these stupid mistakes. That's why passive and aggressive defending also is very, very important. Guys can't just be fully aggressive and charge up. You're giving the opponent too much of space. So this mistake, please do not make it. Look, I'm going back, switching there. I anticipated that ball. Managed to get that ball. Yeah, look, I'm running diagonally. Look, also, look, second man press, I'm always using it. I'll make a separate video on second man press. Look there, I'm using second man press to see, killing two birds basically with one stone. Like what I'm trying to do also here. See here, I'm basically applying a pressure on the opponent. Yeah, and see, utilizing second man press. Look how second man press works. You hold down L1. You press it and a green indicator will appear above your player's head. That's what's happening. Look, I'm applying pressure with this player here. Second man pressing, and with the second man press, this player is coming in and he's covering the passing lane. That's also one way to use second man press. And you can also use it in another way. I think so there is a few examples. Okay, have a look. Now going back, okay, I managed to get a ball with Zidane. Okay, yeah, see ya guys, also. Yeah, I want you guys to have a look here also. Okay, Saliba receives the ball. I'm making sure I'm extra cautious with Saliba in the ball. Because why? He's my CB. If I lose the ball with him, look at the radar also. I want you guys here to have a look at the radar. Let's say I lose the ball with Saliba. Here's Saliba. And you guys see the cross, the yellow cross, and also there's a little bit red there which you can't see. And at the triangle, okay, look here. Here's it here, as you guys can see, okay. Now look, if I lose the ball with him, what's going to happen? If you look at the radar, look at a goalkeeper. Basically, the opponent will have all the space. So you want to be careful with your CBs and with your RBs and with your LBs. These are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of the most important players in defense. If you lose the ball with them, you just inviting trouble and inviting free goals for your opponent. And inviting free space. So you don't want to do that. Okay, look, going back and forth here, I'm trying not to lose the ball. And look also, I'm looking around. If you look at my thought process, look where my eyes are looking. I'm making sure it's in my half I can't lose the ball. Look when I'm defending also. I'm looking all around because also why did my eyes basically go in this direction here? Why? For a split second I was looking here. Because why? I'm thinking my opponent's in a play there. That's all about anticipation. I don't only focus on the ball and where's my opponent. Because my opponent can play to other players. He can say, yeah, there's players open free here. If I look at the radar, there. So my main primary focus isn't about the ball. Forget about the ball. The only time you focus on the ball is when your player is close to the ball holder. That's when you go in with the tackling technique what I spoke about in my other previous videos. You hold on L2 and R2, which I'll link in the description. So you don't want to make silly mistakes and always chasing the ball. Just look at my thought process. Look how I'm looking around. Look, my eyes and I'm switching one way there. I managed to anticipate where my opponent's going to go. Here again, looking around. Look at my controller also and my switching there. I'm jockeying. See, look, accelerate and brake technique there. Right stick switching. There I'm trying to not overcommit, but I overcommit a little bit. Brought Saliba out of position. There, look how I'm keeping my opponent busy. See, I'm not worried about the ball. I want to say this here. This is a big thing you guys should learn. Everyone, especially beginner players. Look here. You guys shouldn't focus. Your primary focus shouldn't be on winning the ball. Because look, if you, look, I'm trying to push my opponent back. Look, he got nowhere to go. So that's a win. Look, again. He's clueless. He doesn't know what to do. Now I'm applying pressure at Zidane. I'm pushing him back. I'm not going after the ball. You see, the moment your opponent recycles the ball and he goes back, when you're pushing him, that's a win for you. Because why? He's not coming in your goalkeeper's half. So remember that, guys. Look, running backwards Zidane, I'm trying to anticipate where is he going to go. I'm not just running after the ball. I'm trying to be passive and aggressive. Look. Check there. Pushing forward. See, being a little bit passive. See, passive. The only time I'll be aggressive is when I know I can win the ball over. See, being passive when I'm using the jockey techniques, then I managed to get a ball over. switching there because I need to be careful and I can't lose the ball in the wrong place. Okay, yeah, I utilized the offside trap there. I managed to anticipate where the ball was going to go, where my opponent's going to go. Okay, have a look here. I'm going to show you guys. The only time is to be aggressive, basically, is when you know you're going to win the ball over. Okay, have a look there. Look, I switched with Phil Foden. Now I know I'm close by, okay? I'm close by with Phil Foden. And what's there? The ball's right there. So I know I can win the ball over, and that's when I'm a little bit aggressive, and there I managed to win the ball over, but there I lost it again. Okay, have a look here. Yeah, I'm attacking. I think so. It's poor defending from my opponent. Okay, there Phil Foden has a ball. He's going in. Griezmann, what happened here? How my opponent conceded this goal? Let's just go. He's being a bit too passive. In certain situations, I'll tell you guys when you guys need to be passive and aggressive. Okay, look here. Here in this instance, if I was my opponent, I'll be aggressive. I'll go towards him to make him a little scared to make a decision. From there, I'll run towards him using basically the R2 button. Then I'll go back also using the R2 button to cover the space. So you see, for a moment I'll be aggressive, then I'll run back to be passive. So you won't have the space. So I hope you guys understand this. It's not rocket science. Just think of a memory technique. Be aggressive, number one, to scare him. And then number two, he'll like think twice. Okay, you doing that there. Let me try and basically go forward. Then you go back. If you understand what I'm saying. So you hit him with a surprise. He thinks he has the space, but then there you close him off. He doesn't have the space anymore. So you never do that. He's being too passive, and look. Being too passive, he's not applying enough pressure. And also his anticipation is poor. And no one is also marking Griezmann. That's why I say there's 11 players, there's 10 players you're playing against. You know, including the goalkeeper, it's 11. Don't just chase after the ball. There, Griezmann's free. I got a goal. And I think so. What happened here? Yeah, he ended up quitting. He ended up quitting, and I qualified for playoffs. Just have a look here, guys. Yeah, I qualified for playoffs. Okay, I just want to recap over everything. Okay, guys, just remember what I taught you. When to use certain jockey techniques. Like you guys watch my controller. You guys saw what I was doing in certain situations. Also with second man press. I'll make a dedicated video on it very soon. Okay, guys, I hope you guys learned something from this video. This is the end of the video here, guys. Okay, now, guys, if you want to learn about this deadly formation, the 4-3-3, click on this video right here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.